I can't believe I did this. Welcome back to the channel. This is Kitten 7770, back with another episode of my Escape from Mars scenario series. Today I'm going to be repainting my rover from my paint spillage while charging it, and possibly doing some more work on the refitting of it. Not really refitting, but I'm hoping to finish the med bay today, or at least the medical room. I just got a lot of painting to do, and I can't just grind down that control seat. I need to get the block below it, so I'm hoping if I get point blank to it, I can change it to green. I don't care if the control seat goes green, I can always fix it afterwards. Yeah, there we go. Now the block underneath the console block is just gonna have to remain orange. Oh well. Oh, I got the lockers too. Fortunately, I was pressed on one side, and I didn't accidentally paint the entire rover orange. I just can't remember what was black. No, I think this was black. Yeah, that was black. Alright, what else was black? The screen. All the screens were black. My control seat was definitely black. Oh, I actually think this console block behind me was watermelon colored, if I remember correctly. I spliced a watermelon with a pumpkin. Oh, and those need to be orange. It's loud. It's mostly loud since this, my cabin is not airtight while the windows are unwelded. Well, the sun is out. I need to adjust the volume here.
Energy low.
I can't do it while recording. I'll have to do it in post-production. So much is orange. It's okay. It's not a massive mistake. It's just time consuming to fix. What am I saying? It is a massive mistake. But at least it's a fixable massive mistake. Uh-oh. How am I gonna get this one? What did you hurt yourself on? I might have to grind this out to get to it. Nope, I managed to get it. Alright. Can't remember if this floor was green or white, so I guess I'll leave it mixed. I'm not gonna bother with the points underneath anymore. Of course there had to be a sandstorm. Actually, I believe this is the sandstorm that carried over from last time. It will get quieter as I build up the walls. Just making sure I got all the spots painted that need to be painted, including the front. Not exactly sure if I got the paint in the right colors, but at least I'm trying to fix it. I was planning on making this entire thing glass in front, then I ran into the dilemma where I can't actually go at the angle I want to go for these glass panels. They only have this 45-degree corner, and I need a much gentler slope. So, I'm going to have to shorten this a bit, since I can't do what I wanted to do. I might be able to fix it with panels and or blocks to get the angle I want. No, I don't believe there's any plates at the angle I need. There are not. Okay. I know there's blocks I can use, but no, there's not really blocks I can use either. There's blocks to meet that angle, but not from the block I have below. Alright. If I continue with this, because these windows take up a full block, I can't actually put a window between. Sandstorms. Bit of a dilemma here. I want more glass on the front. However, I can't get all the glass I wanted. Actually, if I replace, I can actually get more glass on the front. I just have to put in the original corners. And instead of putting a block, wouldn't that line me up into the exact same problem I had before? Well, I guess it... I feel like all I did was run in a circle. Still, this should get rid of the stupid vacuumed corner. Or head clipped through glass corner. All I know is when I took my helmet off and went into the corner where the window was at, I started losing health. I don't know if it just didn't pressurize by the window, or if it was in vacuum, or if my head stuck through the glass. All I know is that when I went into that little corner, I was dying. It's nice seeing lights on those batteries, though I wish to see more lights. Alright, I think this renovation's done.
Convoy dispatched. Delivery X5398.
Why are all the good shipments when I'm not harassing them? As I say that, I realize the words that just came out of my mouth. Probably the reason why they're sending the good shipments when I'm not harassing them is simply because I'm not there. Unfortunately, most of those good shipments are in the aerial transport route. Which I don't really have a fighter that I can go after them with. I have a... Well... I technically do have a fighter, I just don't have anything to take on drones. Now we need a fighter with turrets on it. And possibly larger turrets than what the enemy has. But putting subgrids on a small ship is not the best thing to do. Rate. Either the walls are doing more than what I thought they would, or the storm is losing intensity. Now, I need this to be piped, but do I want cargo access from in here? Cargo access from in here would probably work, only I'm trying to keep the weight. I don't want too many cargo containers above, too far above the axles. Yeah, it's not the corner piece I want. Ooh. If I do this wrong, I'm just gonna have an air leak inside the med bay. And I can't really put it up against the other block since it's a sloped corner. Though, if I put a full air vent block, it should block any potential air leaks that would come into this place. You do the old classic style. I'm thinking actually doing the fan though. The full block fan air vent. It would give a nice aesthetic. Then it's how I'm going to do the roof line. With having only 2 blocks high to work with, I don't want to just put it flat blocks because it's going to be claustrophobic. If I can find a way to give the roof a three-dimensional line. That would be best. Not sure how I would give it a three-dimensional line though. Could use one of these blocks. No, that's not gonna work.
Energy low.
I just want to break up the monotony of the armor somehow. Even though this room is not boring in the least bit. It's got texture all over the place. The only thing I don't like is it's gonna be white on the outside. I could correct that with paneling. Putting a window in would help with light during the day. But the only place for a window is going to be up here. Let's do the reinforced middle section window. Since the ends won't look good. Once I get these blocks welded up, it should make it airtight in here. It's also very dark in this room, I just noticed. So, might as well replace the armor block with an interior light. Or an inset interior light. Sorry, I bumped my mic there. What else can I do here? I should check on how the batteries were doing at some point. Though, given the fact that I only have one light on the battery, they're not fully charged yet. When I see 3 to 4 lights, then they're ready to go. Alright. Just for, in case there is an emergency situation, I'm going to pressurize the bathroom. Or I would if this thing would pressurize. Oh! I think I found the issue. Forgot to put a block above that part of the med bay. There we go. I can now create a small little air pocket. Two pressurized spaces. And still it's dark. Given the layout of this medbay, I doubt I'm gonna get the lights just right. There's not many walls I can put it on. Or flat spots, I should say. Double lights somewhere, perhaps?
a single light. Can't decide. I tried double lights by the door. And see how that works. My problem is one part of the light is shining where I don't want it. A bit brighter. Let's turn. Oh no, it's not bright at all. Let me turn up this one and see if I can see any better. It's still a bit dark. That's not gonna work for the double lighting. I could do single lights, a pair of them right here. If I could do an interior light, then that would solve my issue. But I don't really have the space for an interior light here, unless I put it half in the glass, and I don't think that's gonna work well. That gets one whole, well, it's not perfect, but I don't think I can get it perfect. I'll just have to put up with having some dark spots in the med bay. Oh well. On to the next part of the project. Getting this hallway sectioned off. Or lit up, or both. Excuse me, I need to hydrate. Mouth gets dry after talking for so long. Gotta keep water nearby. Well, the storm ended, but now there's more lightning. Now either that's the tip of the storm ending, or there's another one about to start. Which it shouldn't.
Convoy dispatched. Delivery 23380.
Ooh, NATO ammo. Let me focus on one thing. I will have to get those shipments at some point, though. 7 hours, 7, 4, 7. So yeah, about 7 hours it will take for the batteries to charge. Some longer. I could speed up with another wind tower. I was getting faster results when the sun was up. Well, I was getting, due to the sandstorm, I wasn't really getting that much power from the solar panels since they were blocked by the sandstorm. Ugh. Game's just not letting me win. At least now it's quieter outside of the rover. That's what I meant by I could do the paneling above. Gives a little extra armor to these blocks. And lets me put green down. Since they're heavy armor panels, they could take a few hits before they'll break. If I could ever get Watermelon to charge up fully, I would love to take out that last ground base. The air base is gonna be the main issue. I don't know if my flyer can get up to the point where it's at. So if I could at least take out some of its guns and make an approach path, I could hydroman it. Whoop! I finally ran out of... That took me a while. I grabbed so much plate and I finally ran out. Well, in my person, there's still tens of thousands of steel plate in my inventory system. Now, the fact that Watermelon is made out of mostly light armor will work best if I ever try to turn this thing into a ship. The main issue with that is I need the thrust to be able to lift it. And I have no idea if I'm going to ever unlock hydrogen technology. You know, hydrogen thruster technology. Technically, it is possible to get into space with just Atmo and Ion. However, the sheer amount of Atmo and Ion you need is astronomical, especially on a grid this large. Uranium. If I could get more uranium shipments, I wouldn't have to worry about charging Watermelon as much. Preferably I would need a large reactor though. And I don't really have a place to put a large reactor in Watermelon. This angle is trying to take me some time to figure out. Normally I just cut these out and until I figure out what I want to do. However, I guess I decided to show the process. Since I don't really have a plan in mind, that's why I keep grinding and welding and grinding and welding the same area. I just can't figure out what blocks would fit here. Keep in mind, I need to leave as much space for my turret as possible. The assault cannon needs a decent arc to fire at. If I do it this way, we'll cover up that hole. It's just not the prettiest, because it looks like a box in the front. I might have to think about what I'm doing here for a bit. That's a gentle, that's like a, what? 45, it's like a 35-degree slope. That's that shallow, darn it. I've got this block here, which goes into the 2x1x1 slope block, but then I've got a very skinny corner on the end. I can't do just the corner. I don't know if there's actually any way. If I do that, it doesn't work. If I do this one, it's still not going to work because I have a flat edge on one side. Works for that corner, but not for this corner. But I can't just do flat blocks here since I've already got a slope block in the middle. What can I do to fix this? And why is there combat music
Energy
all of a sudden?
low.
I just realized there's combat music. Is there a convoy near me? I've got more than enough guns to take it out if it does get near me. Huh. Weird. I haven't had combat music before. This was a fairly safe lane. I clearly didn't do anything to cause that music. AI must have done something. Or is it panic music because my energy's low? It might be panic music. If I charge, will the music go away? Alright. That hallway should be closed off. Let me get some power. No, the combat music is still there. I may have to look outside for a bit and see what's going on. Are there any markers near me? That would be a negative. There's not a single marker near me. There's nothing above me. Okay, it sounds like the music is winding down. I don't know what that was about. There's literally nothing around me that would trigger it. Oh, looks like I never replaced that corner. I'll have to think about what I want to do for the design coming off that corridor. May need to change up the remains of my ship section. The ship section I fused on a bit. Though it is very nice having 2 pressurized spaces. It'd be better if I could connect them somehow. Oh well. Oh! What's it called? I could put something in here. Couch. I couldn't remember what it was called. I usually call them sofas, but they're not a sofa in the game. Because if I put a sofa in here, that could change up the color a bit. Instead of green, white, or orange, I can use the wood texture. That would look quite nice in here. Oh yeah, look at that green. Though I'm not sure where I got the wood from. There's no wood in this place.
Well, that's it for this episode. I'll see you next time, everyone. Take care, and bye!